First to review. I play a couple hours so you don't have to. This one being of the free monthly PlayStation game, NBA 2K23. Only played this one for 2 hours, but I have an enormous amount of 2K playtime, with my first heavy playing being on NBA 2K11. Now getting my hands on this new edition, nothing's all that new and nothing's all that improved. And I can't say that I'm good. That's how just about every new EMP title ends up feeling with these annual 2K releases, as real innovation is rare and held back by that yearly deadline, and the issues that seem easy to solve never actually will be, so it seems like there's reason for you to buy the next one so they can suck up your monies. And 2K23 sure doesn't seem to deviate from that path. You look at the main screen showing the game modes, all of them are your kind of standard ones. But oh, you also have reliving Michael Jordan moments with the 23 edition. So they have something special cooking for that? No, that was a thing in 2K11 as well. Despite my low standards, I would say I was still underwhelmed with many aspects of the game. Over the years, there's been some decisions along the way to try to make penetration a little bit more difficult to garner on ball, and I think a lot of that has resulted in people seeming just less athletic. And responsiveness is something that's critical in both video games and basketball, but it's something that is terrible in 2K. Your ability to change direction is pathetic for a professional athlete. This is especially demonstrated through the animations for attacking closeouts. They look very unnatural and far from stylistically similar of how skillful players actually do that action. A realistic sim of how defense should feel on ball isn't there, with again change of direction being a nightmare. This makes manual closeouts more difficult, so CPUs are way better at it than a normal player will be, but your CPU teammates will also make incomprehensible switch decisions and not adjust naturally as they should, and you'll continue to see people act completely out of character. Game 1, I'm seeing Nikola Jokic take a rushed transition three-point jump shot that gets blocked, and then I've got Rudy Gobert spotting up in the corner for many possessions. Pass the ball! Why is Gobert spacing to the corner? Who do they think this guy is? In my assessment, the core gameplay and aesthetic have not improved. Non-premium, high-profile players still look pretty poor. Other thing I figured I could get some time into to get a good approximation of its version in 23 is my career, so I made 2K Stank. Basically all of the drama from that is hard to believe. However, there are some decent performances and characters that do make this a little compelling, some of the early story. And with seemingly everything in the basketball world since his retirement, JJ Redick manages to be like the best part of this game.
I've seen his reality show. I love it. It's okay. It's a good show.
Also in my career, I have a girlfriend. That's neat. After dropping 15-10 on 90% shooting and winning the game by 40 for the Summer League Championship, I'm ready to get into my first NBA game. First, I have to go through like 20 tasks for no reason and get introduced to the open world hub aspect of my career now, because what do you want to do in my career is to have a ton of people surrounding you at all times, because the individual immersion of your own story is something that's completely unimportant when compared to the opportunity to constantly remind the consumer that their experience is not unique and they'll have to buy cool things to stand out. Just what I wanted in my basketball career was to go through the commute, see 10 other default players in brown shirts doing the same thing I am, and being blocked in every possible way that I could be from actually playing basketball. Well done, 2K, you did it again. This game's gonna be free until Tuesday. I wouldn't recommend even installing it because it's got an absurd 150 gigabyte game size. And if you're actually spending money on 2K, you're gonna be getting pounded so hard that you're gonna start sitting like Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. That's it for the first two review. 2K's still 2K, and 2K Stank. On fire as much as you can be. Why are we doubling Ish Smith and rotating to him before that? Oh my fucking god.